All right, so you've heard from daily wages themselves, and now some citizens groups are coming forward trying to organize crowdfunding initiatives to try and help daily wagers, both in terms of finances as well as medical aid. One person who has tried to do precisely this, Venkatnarayan Iyer, joining us at this point. Venkatnarayan, tell us about your initiative and what it's trying to do.
Okay, so what we're trying to do here is that we've been looking at this epidemic closely for a very long time, and we've kind of tried to understand what's happening in China and what Italy went through, and to a large extent we know that an economy as big as ours with 1.3 billion people and a very large informal economy at that doesn't have enough social infrastructure to be able to provide the inputs that are needed to be able to take care of such a large portion of the population.
Right.
Now, the government can at best be only a stakeholder in something like this. I think we all need to be able to chip in to be able to provide as much support as was possible. The Prime Minister's address was actually a clarion call for the initiative that we set up, which is essentially a crowdfunding model. And ours is only the first and very small initiative that we hope will snowball to be a nationwide movement. We expect a large-scale destruction of infrastructure, of jobs, of potential employment, livelihood opportunities to people.
Right.
We know that a large portion of India is going to suffer, and we are trying to see what it is that we can do to use the current level of technology, resources, as well as CSR initiatives, any help from any platform which is able to provide us.
If we can just have the website's pictures up on our screens as we talk about this, please. Yes, Venkat, do go ahead.
Yeah, so what we're trying to now do is that we're trying to make sure that we're running this fundraising campaign. We are in discussion with cloud kitchens because cloud kitchens have a very vast reach and they have a nationwide coverage. We are in discussion with last mile service providers for food, basically to be able to provide the food that gets prepared by the cloud kitchens to the poor. We are initiating discussions with the government to give us access to the UIADI platform for the below poverty line people to ensure that this food reaches the right part of the audience. We are also in the process of trying to figure out across 7 cities in the first phase if we can get the system to kind of help us out with security measures as well as healthcare precautions, because we understand that something like this will also mean a lot of what you call maramari at the last mile when the food gets delivered.
Yes.
And we want to maintain all the social distancing protocols and platforms available.
Right.
We also want this use the opportunity to test the people who are coming to collect the food for temperature and other relief measures at a safe distance using thermal imaging as well as infrared imaging of the...
So all precautions being taken, of course.
That's
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Venkatnarayan Iyer, and all the best with your initiative. We're completely out of time on this update, but do stay tuned. News and updates follow.